What's up, guys? I'm DK Wrestler, and today is the release of New York Comic Con 2023 exclusives from Funko. Or at least as this is getting released, yesterday would have been, but you get my drift. And of course, like usual for Comic Cons, we have to do a Funko Pop Hunt, which we're gonna head over to my computer now so I can explain how this Funko Pop Hunt is going to be.
So basically how this Funko Pop Hunt is going to happen is just like all of our other Comic-Con exclusive Funko Pop Hunts, where the first portion is going to be online between two different stores that are usually my go-tos. First off will be Pop Culture, which is in Australia, and you notice that there is a queue that's going on there because, of course, it being like the Funko Shop of Australia, there is a lot of people that are going to be trafficking the website, and there's less than 5 minutes until the queue opens where someone will be placed in a random spot. Kind of like if you have participated in the Funko NFTs before, you know that you'll be put into a random spot where you have to wait until you have your chance to get at your exclusives. And of course, my usual go-to is Aussie Collectibles. Not so much MD Shady's because he's had such bad luck as of late with Aussie Collectibles, but I know that this will be the first site I go on, considering that there is no queue, so you'll be able to go in right away. Hopefully I don't mess up like the last con involving the Fairly Odd Parents 3-pack. And then GameStop here in Canada actually launched some of the exclusives last night. You can actually see there is the Demon Slayer 2-pack that's normally exclusive to the box lunch in the States, but then you have the High Evolutionary from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, the Goblin Queen from X-Men 97, Big Barda from Justice League, and then the Harley Quinn from the Warner Brothers 100 set. So as we wait for the countdown to end for the queue for Pop Culture, I do want to mention that we have to figure out where our spot is in the queue to see if we're going to get exclusives or not, because if it's more than 1 hour, which is usually my case, I will be heading over to my local GameStop to see what exclusives they have there, with the biggest want most likely being the Monkey D. Luffy wanted poster, which, yes, here in Canada, it is a GameStop shared exclusive and not the Funko Shop, since of course there is no Funko Shop here in Canada, and especially this year, there's no Toys R Us as a shared retailers. So now that we are basically less than 1 minute away from the queue opening up on Pop Culture, I do want to mention that there are a couple of wants as terms to this con. I think for both myself and MD Shady, I have to look for the Dark Magician Girl from Yu-Gi-Oh! And then also I think on MD's wish list is the McNuggets Pop, the one with the Halloween pails. I think that's also something to look for. I was thinking about possibly getting the Key Demon from Insidious, but that's kind of actually more of a want than rather a need, like the Dark Magician Girl. But we'll have to actually look at the selection as terms to both Aussie Collectibles, which I will be going on first, and then Pop Culture. So let's see this timer go down. It is now less than 20 seconds until Pop Culture basically opens up, and we'll figure out our queue. But I also have to go to Aussie Collectibles in less than 10 seconds now to see exactly what exclusives launch on their website, because hopefully I can get basically the ones I want throughout there. There we go. 1 second. Boom. Let's refresh Aussie Collectibles website. Click on this link. It shows a bunch of Blockbuster rewinds right now, so let's keep refreshing. I know that this is like the Comic-Con page, so here we go. This usually happens quite a bit with Aussie Collectibles, where it doesn't really actually launch at 12 a.m. AEST, which I think is the Australian Eastern Standard, or whatever it's called for the time zone. But let's look at Pop Culture to see, okay, they haven't figured out a space yet. Why does this always have to happen with Aussie Collectibles? Not knowing, because I want my Dark Magician Girl. That's what I want, and I want to see if the McNuggets Pop is on this website, which I'm not exactly sure. That might be just Pop Culture, actually, considering that it is a Funko Shop shared exclusive. And there we go. It shows here on the website, it is more than an hour for Pop Culture, so we will be waiting a little bit, and once we're done with Aussie Collectibles, we will be hitting up our local GameStop to see exactly what they have as terms to exclusives, since they do open up at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm gonna see, okay, still nothing yet for the New York Comic Con exclusives. Hopefully they launch soon.
A few moments later.
Alright, so it's been 5 minutes since what's supposed to be the midnight drop, because midnight there is 9 a.m. here, and nothing has appeared for the New York Comic Con exclusives. It's just showing the Blockbuster rewinds they got imported from San Diego, California with the sticker on it, and then it's showing some of the like Pop Asia Pops and SDCC exclusives. I see nothing yet for the New York Comic Con exclusives, so this worries me a little bit. And it does show here that I have to wait now 43 minutes for the pop culture queue to open for me. So at that point, I feel like I'll already be at my local GameStop waiting in line. So I may have to do that on my phone, and unfortunately won't be able to actually show you guys on my screen exactly what they have. All right, so there's a link on their Instagram. So I'm gonna see if that will actually work. Yeah, no, it's the same link I'm on right now, and it is not working right now.
Alright, so now I've arrived at the mall, about to hit up my GameStop to wait for it to open to see what NYCC exclusives there are, but here on my phone, I am finally on the Pop Culture website, ready to see what exclusives I can get off that website, and then I can show you at the end of the video what I had purchased from the website. Alright, so we are inside a GameStop, and I do notice some of the New York Comic Con exclusive pops. First, we do have the High Evolutionary from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, cool to see that, and right beside it is the Goblin Queen from X-Men 97. This is actually a pretty decent pop to see here. And then I believe up here I noticed the Harley Quinn that's a part of the Warner Brothers 100 set, which is pretty decent. I mean, there's quite a bit of Harley Quinns already, but it's still cool to see some New York Comic Con exclusives in store today for this pop hunt. And then I thought there was one, okay, yeah, this is also one, which is Big Barda from the Justice League that is shared here to GameStop, which you already seen in the main menu of the website that's what it showed, but I'm not sure about the other ones that are supposed to come here, like the mashup of Looney Tunes and Harry Potter, and then there's also the One Piece poster, so we'll have to check up on that.
Alright, so we are back from GameStop. Of course, we didn't get anything because there was only 4 exclusives, but I thought I would show you guys the layout of the websites for Pop Culture, Aussie Collectibles, and the Funko Shop to see what's left over. All right, so as terms to Pop Culture, this is exactly what is on the website. Of course, we have the Garfield, there is the Justice League Big Barda, Halloween Stitch Soda, and as you see right here, one of the only ways that you can actually get the Luffy Wanted poster is in a bundle where you can buy every single exclusive that is on the website, which I don't think anyone's going to want to buy every exclusive all at once. And then that's the same thing down here with the Pop Culture exclusives, or anything that was shared with the Funko Shop, but it's exclusive to Pop Culture when it comes to Australia. Ichigo, or Ichigo, however you pronounce it, Goblin Queen, the McNugget with Pails, Care Bears No Heart, the Demon Slayer 2-pack. The Dungeons and Dragons Honor Amongst Thieves Owl Bear is actually a pre-order, so you can't actually buy that at the moment. The Inuyasha Shippo and Horse, the Nightmare Before Christmas Sandy Claus Soda, Toxic Avenger, Egon Spangler, Darth Maul, High Evolutionary, Indiana Jones, Ray Fillet, the classics of Captain America, Harley Quinn, all 4 of the Looney Tunes Harry Potter crossover pops, and then we also have the Star Trek Geordie LaFour. Over on Aussie Collectibles website, we have ourselves, of course, the 2 different sodas here. Some of the pops that we have already seen, like the Goblin Queen, Toxic Avenger, Ray Fillet, Darth Maul. A lot of it we have seen, and then, yeah, that's basically it. Once again, a pre-order for the Dungeons and Dragons Honor Amongst Thieves pops, while the rest are just from San Diego Comic-Con. Like we seen earlier, when the website wouldn't launch at 9 a.m., they didn't launch until, I believe, like 9:30, close to 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then before I tell you guys exactly what I had gotten from either one of those websites, I thought I would show off what's going on the Funko Shop website and what's left over. Of course, there still is some of the Heavy Metal Halloween box of funds if you're still looking for that, or at least as of this was recording. Who knows if it will sell out as this gets released. The Polly Pigeon and Pizza Wrap pops, the Freddy Bones regular pop, the I almost said Freddy Bones, but Trick or Treat Freddy Funko Soda, the Pack is still available, but of course the Monkey D. Luffy Wanted poster is sold out, which is to be expected. These are still available, including the 3-liter Willy Wonka soda that we didn't see on the previous websites, the Alan Frog and Edgar Frog Lost Boys sodas. The Lord Zed soda is sold out. Momo Yaoyorozu soda is still available. And then the Inuyasha pop here still available. Dark Magician is still available. Some of the other pops are still available. A lot of this is still available, except now the Toxic Avenger is actually sold out on the Funko website. And then, of course, with the Key Demon, you can't actually get it on here, considering that the Key Demon is basically an eBay shared exclusive. So once it launches on the eBay website, that is how you can get it, which is unfortunate considering that I actually considered buying this pop off of either Pop Culture or Aussie Collectibles if it was available, which it wasn't.
All right, so after surfing through the websites, I did get one of the exclusives from Pop Culture, that being the McNuggets with pails from the McDonald's lineup, which of course will be going to my co-host MD Shady at some point. He'll probably show it at an end of the month haul video, probably I would assume next month, because I don't think it's going to come near the end of this month since it's coming from Australia to Canada. And then I also obtained something else, but I can't mention it because it is for a future video. But nonetheless, we did obtain at least one NYCC exclusive. Although we don't have it in person, at least I got something.
But anyways, guys, that is going to unfortunately be the end of today's video. But if you enjoyed looking at the NYCC exclusives for this Funko Pop Hunt, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know down below on what you had obtained during New York Comic Con. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching today's Pop Hunt, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. 1, 2, 3, I'm out of here.